Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in and all-purpose yards.
Running on first down, Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Brand, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell, and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll try the left side. Cottrell, and they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Kaepernick going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Kaepernick's pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah,
that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken
out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
And it's
from midfield, here's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd down and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here is Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Herbert back to the air. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
Kaepernick's pass.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Jaguar first down.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Cottrell, and nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, It makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kick is good.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Charger drive about to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Well, throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
43-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. The gun, Herbert. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. That'll bring up second down.
Defensively.
Now Eckler. And he'll be brought down at about the there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. His 3rd interception. Picked by Jared Wilson. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
33 yards that time.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 17. Chargers nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Herbert. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
To the air again, Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Kaepernick. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Cottrell. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Herbert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
50-yard line.
from the 50. Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight. When you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert going deep here for Allen. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sammy Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? He's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the option, it'll be Kaepernick. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Kaepernick. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
15. 1st down, Jaguars.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And not much running room. Down to the 32. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
The 32-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Ball carrier.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. My goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly.
Right down the side. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm.
Herbert has it knocked free. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 19 yards away. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Chargers 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
But you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Once more, here's Eckler. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And they are going for it. Herbert now. Down man, it's complete. Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. More from L.A. in a moment. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, Cottrell, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12. 1st down.
On 1st down, Cottrell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They'll get a couple yards back, but not left with 12 yards to go on third down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
Touchdown.
DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars continue to roll. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 45, Chargers 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Brings up third and 6.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
44-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Interception. This defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is caught inside the 5. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, Eckler trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jared Wilson, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And his throw here is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and run for him. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And the Jaguars first down.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.